Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. Of course, earlier on this week, we got the full-on update for Season 1 Reloaded within Black Ops 6 and Warzone. And per usual, it was a major title update, and that means that while it introduced some fixes and some gameplay changes, it also introduced a bunch of new bugs and glitches and other things. And so with that today, we not only have some surprise additional patch notes for Season 1 Reloaded and a couple of other new updates that have already dropped, we've also got some free content that's now available in-game, and a bunch of new things the devs are investigating and hopefully we'll have fixes for here in the coming days. First things first though, as I just mentioned, there are actually some free content rewards up for grabs over the course of the next couple of days, and this is courtesy of the kickoff event for the Call of Duty League. So the CDL Major 1 rewards are now fully out there and available, and it actually starts today, December 6th. Then you'll be able to earn this stuff all the way through the 8th. So with this, all you basically have to do is go through and link your YouTube and your Activision accounts. If you haven't done that already, there are various different guides out there. Basically just going into your connections in YouTube and your settings and linking your Activision account to it. And then all you have to do is watch the stream over the course of the next few days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and you'll end up getting some new rewards just simply for watching. So moving my face came out of the way so we can actually see all of them. There are some 1 hour double weapon and base rank XP tokens, which obviously are always very convenient if you're trying to level up your weapons or rank up a little bit quicker. Free tokens is always a W. We've also got the wrapped weapon blueprint, which is like a Christmas like snowflake kind of looking skin there. We've got a new emblem, a new sticker, another new emblem, an animated emblem, a new charm with like a donut on there, a new icon, and then also a new calling card as well, the Ego Shell calling card there. So a couple of free rewards, nothing too major outside of the blueprints and of course the weapon XP tokens, but free content is free content. If you want to go through and earn that, like I said, just simply check out the Call of Duty League matches over the course of the next few days. Now, even though we got some major patch notes and like the full-on Season 1 Reloaded breakdown for all the updates and changes back on the 4th, with the update going live yesterday and all the content and everything being fully available then, we ended up getting some slight additional patch notes on the official Black Ops 6 and Warzone patch notes page, but then we've also got some additional things from COD updates in regards to new changes and updates that are already out, and then even more to come because this update broke several things as well. Surprise, surprise. So with this on the Thursday, December 5th patch notes, it's nothing too crazy, but some new updates nonetheless. In ranked play here, they addressed an issue that was preventing SR loss forgiveness from applying correctly after matches where a match-made teammate disconnected. So if you went in and you were squad filling, basically you were queuing up with a random, you didn't have a full party, then that random disconnected, you weren't always getting SR loss forgiveness like you should be, which is a pretty major deal. It's supposed to be one of the criteria. If you have a random teammate and they leave, that match is going to be able to forgive your SR. So hopefully that's functioning as intended and you're not unintentionally losing SR in a match because a random leaves or backs out there. Also with UI, they addressed an issue where the best play would sometimes have low performance and no UI, so it just looked really weird. They also addressed an issue where no player data in blank squares would be shown in the after action reports scoreboard. So a couple of visual updates there. Like I said, for official patch notes, nothing too crazy, but some new updates on top of obviously the major stuff that we got on the 4th as well. And then COD updates has been pretty busy detailing even more changes, even more updates as we do continue to break everything down here today. Quick reminder, every single day I got you guys covered with that need to know info for COD. When there are new changes and updates, they reveal new things for the game. We are breaking down metas on a daily basis as well. If you want to stay in the know, this is the place to be, so feel free to hit that subscribe button, turn on those post notifications. According to my YouTube data, around 15,000 new viewers are checking out the channel every single day for the first time. So if that's you, I'd love to have you join us on the road to 1 million subscribers. Also, if you enjoy this video, a like rating is always seriously appreciated as well. So focusing on some new COD updates posts here, a couple of other additional patch notes and changes that are already live. They initially put out a post detailing ranked play, since obviously Warzone ranked play Battle Royale is now live. It was a little bit delayed after the initial update went out yesterday at 9 a.m. Pacific, but it's now fully live. It's available to jump in and play, and they did actually update the rule set a little bit more. So obviously there's a bunch of restrictions already in play. It's only Black Ops 6 weapons, various equipment, and field upgrades and all sorts of stuff like that is restricted. And they did update this even more to say, in addition to some of the previously communicated restrictions that we covered in the full patch notes, we have updated the field upgrades restrictions to also include the portable redeploy drones. So you're not going to be able to use those in game either. They're basically just trying to keep it, I would say, pretty simple, not nearly as in-depth as pub gameplay, where you have so many different gameplay designs and gameplay elements. It's pretty straightforward, a little bit more one-dimensional, if you will, within ranked. It's more so based around gunfights and less about other things like portable redeploy drones, for instance. We also had a pretty big bug going on when Season 1 Reloaded first dropped, because within Warzone, they had to immediately start investigating an issue that was causing the loadout drop public event to occur later than intended in Area 99. So instead of being in that first zone, it wasn't until like the middle of the second zone that the free loadout was dropping. So if you weren't getting cash and you didn't get that first loadout just by buying it, you'd have to wait till half the match was over, basically, because of how fast Area 99 matches end to get that free loadout. Or if you died after you got your first one, you had to hope and pray and wait for that second one to end up dropping in. So big issue there. Luckily though, they did end up putting out an update late last night saying this issue has now been resolved. So they've already gone through and fully updated that. Loadouts should be functioning as intended now. Now, another update that was not mentioned anywhere on the patch notes officially on the COD pages or via COD updates was basically a secret change that they seemingly made to the two-boxing technique. If you're unfamiliar, two-boxing is a way for players to basically navigate around skill-based matchmaking. You could get into easier lobbies by joining a bot account that was already queuing for a game. And there were a bunch of reports earlier on this week about them potentially nerfing two-boxing, which in the past we've already kind of said, hey, that's almost impossible to do, because that would mean you wouldn't be able to queue up with your friends if your friends were way worse than you, right? So if you were a top-tier player, you know, you're fantastic at the game, but you got some friends from school or work that just flat out suck, in theory, they're helping you two-box, but you're not doing it in like a malicious way. You're just playing with your friends, whereas people maliciously will create a bot account that mimics maybe your friends from work and it's terrible stats, and then that account queues up for a game. You join it on your normal profile as it is queuing, and then you're playing in a bot lobby essentially, right? Something that I've never been a fan of. I think it's cheesy. I think it's weird. But that said, they nerfed it essentially in a way where if you have a good account and you're trying to join a bot account, essentially, you can't join it while it's searching for a match, which basically means that your skill-based matchmaking, it was going to be factored into it if you're joining it while it's in your party, unlike before. So essentially a way to nerf two-boxing. I imagine players are going to try their absolute hardest to find other methods, because that's just how the community is. But that said, two-boxing has in a way been nerfed. Definitely an interesting update. And we do also have several other posts from COD updates as well in regards to various updates that are inbound because of some new significant issues that have arisen courtesy of Season 1 Reloaded. So a big one, probably the most obnoxious one I was running into last night when I was trying to play. They're currently investigating an issue that is preventing eliminated players from dropping ammo. So you get a couple of kills, you squad wipe somebody, you just used all your ammo, enjoy running to that next buy to buy a munitions box, because those players aren't currently dropping ammo. I could not count how many times last night I fought 2 or 3 guys and I had no more bullets. Super annoying issue. I'm hoping this one gets fixed ASAP. COD Updates also says in Warzone they are investigating an issue that is causing a mismatch between the ranked play SR widget and then also the post-match after action report. So essentially, in-game it might say in your widget in the top right that you earned a 78 SR in a match. This is obviously causing a lot of concern, saying what's going on here? I'm not ranking up as fast as I should be visually, at least according to the scoreboard. They say rest assured you are receiving the correct amount of SR, which is properly represented in the after action report. So they're saying the after action report is what is fully accurate here. So you're going to have to go off of that currently for those SR gains. Eventually this will be fixed, and then it'll just be the same across the in-game widget and the after action report. Crazy that that breaks, considering how long we've had ranked in Warzone over the years now, and that seems like one of the more straightforward things with it. It's just your SR earn rate, but somehow even that can bug out. They also say for Warzone they're investigating an issue in Warzone ranked play that allows sniper rifles to down players in a single shot. So one of the restrictions that we of course mentioned earlier is that one-shot snipers are not in ranked play. They consider that a little bit too powerful for the competitive gameplay experience. They don't want anyone getting taken out in one shot when SR is on the line. However, right now you could jump in and just use snipers and one-shot players. So if you're playing as of, seeing this video, unless there's a post-edit Zach here, there's a good chance you can cheese out some sniper one-shots and get some much easier SR in quite a few engagements. And then lastly, COD Updates does say in Warzone they have completely disabled Rebirth Islands in private matches. It's still there to queue in pubs, all the same, but you can't go in to private match and play Rebirth Island there because they're investigating various issues. They say they don't go into any detail there, but you won't be able to play private matches on Rebirth for the time being. That'll be back at some point. I feel like it's been disabled a couple of times already though, so clearly something keeps breaking every time they add in a new update there. But all that being said, those are a handful of the new kind of surprising update patch notes, or it's surprising that these things have broken yet again and already are going to need some patch notes in an upcoming update as well. But of course, as we see new updates go out, new changes, or they announce other things they're looking into and plan on updating in the future, I'll keep you guys in the loop on a near daily basis. So feel free to hit that subscribe button, turn on those post notifications, and of course, if you enjoyed this video, a like on your way out would be seriously appreciated. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in, and until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you later. Peace out.